Hiya everyone, it's Dave, and I've got a special guest for you. So I want to introduce you to, this is Diamond. Say hello, Diamond. There we go. He's an 8-week-old puppy. He's just sat on my knee here. So me and Sarah picked him up yesterday. And yeah, we've had him for about 24 hours now. And he's settling in well. He's a half Shar Pei, and we think he's half either American Bulldog or Staffordshire Bull Terrier. And he's so cute, aren't you? Hey? Want to say hello? You want to wave at the camera? Hello? So he's doing really well so far. He slept well last night. His toilet training started off well. And he seems quite calm. And we all love him. So I'm sure he's going to make more appearances on the channel, particularly when I'm back out walking. And when he's ready for that, I'm sure we'll be able to go on some nice walks together and do some filming together, won't we? Hey, Diamond? Yes, we will. So, I'm sure he's going to be a regular on the channel, aren't you? Wonder whether you'll help me to get the old subscriber count up. Will you? There we go. Anyway, just a couple of other things. In case you're not aware, me and Paul, friend from Ireland who's appeared on the channel a few times before, we've started a podcast. So if you click on the preceding video to this, you'll be able to see that podcast. And that's also available on Spotify. So I will put the link to the video that we did yesterday and the audio of the podcast so you can subscribe to Spotify. I'll put the link in the description. So that's exciting. We're going to try to do at least one podcast a week. And we will be asking for if anybody would like to appear on our podcast and tell us their story. We will be talking more about that. So that podcast is just in its infancy. It's going to grow and develop, we hope, and we'll talk more about it as we go along. But if you want to see the first episode, just click the link in the description, and it's me interviewing Paul, really just finding out about his background, his motivations, his inspirations. We touch on a number of different subjects like the lockdowns, COVID, the jabs. Why he could see through the bullshit right from the start, what he's learned in life that kind of attuned him to something wasn't right. We touched on 9/11, we talked about David Icke and Alex Jones, Alex Belfield. Paul also talked about his country, Ireland, and Irish nationalism. So there was a lot of subjects that we went into. It was very interesting. It's actually performing quite well, that video, which I thought it would, because he's a very interesting, engaging character. So we're looking forward to doing this podcast together. And as I say, I'm sure you'll hear lots more about that. But if you do want to subscribe, just click the link in the description. And one last thing, I'm having a bit of a nightmare, with the publisher regarding my book. Particularly with regard to the royalties and to the marketing. It's not been plain sailing, far from it. I'm very unhappy with various aspects, really. But I just wanted to say, just to draw some attention again to the book, the Imperfect Individual, Why Our World is in Turmoil and How You Can Save It. I come at it from the point of view of, raising the masses from this slumber, really, trying to draw attention to what it is that the individual can do to destroy totalitarianism and move us towards a new era of peace and freedom, prosperity, opportunity, altruism, community. I feel there's a lot of commentary and a lot of focus around the psychopathic entities, whether that be they individuals or organisations, families, whatever, which is absolutely all true. But kind of like the madness is that, maybe still don't feel there's enough people who realise that they are the solution as an individual. Really, we're all part of the problem. We can all choose to be part of the solution, and that starts really with us not acquiescing in any way, and with us displaying or trying to cultivate values that we've, identified ourselves, whatever they are. So that's what the book is about, really. It draws on, historical precedent as well about how totalitarianism is nearly always destroyed by individuals en masse withdrawing their consent and deciding to shape their own destiny rather than waiting for somebody else to do it with them and for them. And that's still a problem that we've got. Or, and this is a big problem as well. And I've fallen into this trap myself, being distracted to death. So whereas the masses are distracted to death by the meta narratives and the stories that are spun to them by the mainstream media, maybe that many of us in this community, whatever we want to term it, can be distracted as well by prophecies of doom, or by every single conspiracy, or by whatever it is. Maybe there's a maybe there's a kind of a bit of a psychosis almost as well there, and it's about what I try to do in the book. There it is again, links in the description, is to just very, very clearly try to remind us what it is to be human, what it is to live in a truly liberal and free society, what it is to know that freedom itself needs to be protected and fought for every day, and how the qualities of individualism and authenticity and courage and responsibility are key to cultivating that ethos, really. So yeah, so they're just a general update today. Let's show you Diamond again. There he is. He's going to sleep. He's sleeping a lot at the moment because he's only a little puppy. Only 8 weeks old, aren't you? And he loves being on anyone's knee, really. He doesn't really like being by himself, but that's fine. So yeah. Anyway, I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot more of him. So yeah, click the links in the description for the book. Make a great Christmas present, that. Particularly for the person in your life who's just starting to wake up and who needs a bit of clarity, I think, and a bit of explaining. Drawing in particularly some historical precedent as well, and some historical parallels, and the link to the podcast as well that me and Paul are very, quite excited about, actually, getting our teeth stuck into that. So yeah, all right then, great to speak, and please subscribe to this channel as well. Lots going on at the moment. All right, I'll speak to you all soon. Bye bye.